do to make sure we fortified as a unit, but don't leave me mortified. If you'd have kept it 100, a brother would be more than fine. Gave you more than time, gave you some peace of mind. That's why I got some qualms about the way you treated mine. You came close to doing damage to my third eye.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's pretend we don't know that I haven't posted in almost a year and get back to it like nothing happened. Today I bring you Completed Manhwa. It's horrible when you start reading something and all of a sudden you need to wait for chapters to be released. So, at least with these ones, you won't have that problem. If you want to help me out, drop a like and subscribe, and if you click that bell down there, you will have good luck for next week. Without further delay, let's get into the top 10. Number 10 comes with Existence. Existence tells the story of Lee Jane, a being who has lived for 3.5 billion years, reborn countless times as different animal species. In his final life, he is reborn as a human, his most hated species. Carrying the abilities of all his past lives, Jane plans to destroy humanity once and for all. But after a car accident wipes his memory, he begins to question everything, meeting people who force him to reconsider whether humanity deserves extinction or a second chance. This manhwa beautifully explores the conflict between nature and mankind. The first few chapters are full of emotion, which I know some of you may like. Jane's character development is deep and incredibly well made, though I wish his change of heart had been paced better. Not to mention the art, it's absolutely stunning each and every chapter. Even though it might be a short manhwa, it's incredibly powerful. So, if you think you might enjoy something like this, head over to Tapas for the official translation. In number 9 we have Promise of an Orchid. The main character has been haunted by the same dream every night since the tragedy orphanage massacre of his childhood. A mysterious red-haired woman whispering, "I'll wait for you." To uncover the truth, he moves to Orchid Road, a place notorious for his hauntings. On his first night, he's attacked by a vengeful demon, but is saved by Socheon, a woman who looks exactly like the one from his dreams. From there, the two join forces to protect innocent demons and fight against the powerful lord of all demons. If you enjoyed Demon Slayer, this work might be right up your alley. The mysteries surrounding the main character's past are revealed in such a thrilling way. Jae-sin starts off as almost too nice, but his personality shift later on makes him a much more compelling character. The female lead is refreshingly well written, the side characters add real depth, and the world building is top tier. Action stays sharp, though a bit overwhelming near the end. Still, this is a must-try for any manhwa fans, so hop on Webtoon and check out the official translation of this work. Number 8 comes with Her Summon. Her Summon starts with Jin Kyun, a shut-in otaku who has been isolated from society for 3 years, finding comfort only in his 2D friends. But everything changes when he's suddenly summoned to another world by a small but determined summoner who desperately needs his help. Instead of being trapped in another world forever, the main character actually shifts between his real life and the fantasy realm, making his journey even more unique. This is one of the most creative isekais I've read, and honestly, one of my favorite isekai manhwas. Unlike the usual formula of a teenager getting trucked and handed an overpowered skill, this story gives you a genuinely depressed and socially awkward man who has to face his inner struggles. Watching him slowly work on fixing himself through his bond with the summoner feels real and meaningful. The battles are intense, the world building is intriguing, and I'm 100% sure all of you out there will have a great time reading it. Head over to Tumix for the official translation. In number 7 we have The Boxer. The Boxer begins with legendary boxing coach Kei searching for one last prodigy to train. He stumbles upon a chilling sight, an apathetic teenager standing completely still as bullies beat him down. Yet, in the lifeless stillness, Kei notices something extraordinary: precision, grace, and a natural gift for fighting. When Kei offers to recruit him, the boy's only response is haunting. Is it any fun? Eating people, is it fun? Now, my honest take. This is hands down one of my favorite sports or fighting manhwa ever. The art is stunning, and the symbolism is so clear that even on your first read, it leaves an impact. I love the dynamic around Yu, the mysterious main character, though the story takes its time revealing who he really is. Sometimes the side stories can feel confusing since they introduce characters without any context. But overall, the writing, atmosphere, and depth make the boxer unforgettable. No official translation at the moment. Number 6 comes with Becoming the Monarch, a seasoned, one-armed mercenary who has lost almost everything. But after a fateful encounter with a looter, he swallows a mysterious artifact and suddenly finds himself back in the past, as a 15-year-old foot soldier with both arms restored. Armed with his hard-earned knowledge of the future, Chris vows not to repeat his mistakes. This time, he'll protect his friends, avoid tragedy, and rise higher than he ever could before, aiming to seize his destiny and reach the very top. While this may be a classic regression story, Becoming the Monarch stands out because of its tight pacing and satisfying conclusion. Across its 146 chapters, we watch Chris grow from a broken mercenary to the hero who slays the final dragon and secures peace for the continent. Now, that's not exactly what happens, but you know what I mean. It's believable, thrilling, and full of heart. Honestly, it's one of the most rewarding fantasy reads I'd recommend to any regression fan. And if you want to read it, the official translation is over at Webtoon. In number 5 we have 8th Circle Mage Reborn. Now this one is a bit of a curveball. 8th Circle Mage Reborn tells the story of Henry Morris, one of the Empire's strongest mages. As an 8th Circle Mage, he dedicated his powers to serving the Empire, until the corrupt King Silver Jackson Edward betrays him, falsely accusing him of treason and having him executed. But instead of dying for good, Henry wakes up in the body of another boy who shares his name, the untalented son of a minor baronet. Determined to take revenge on the king and reclaim his power, Henry ventures into the dangerous demon forest, training relentlessly to rise again as an 8th Circle Mage. The story itself is fine, but the art can really be hard to look at. It feels flat and emotionless. Even though Henry is supposed to be the wise sage, he sometimes acts childish, which, to be honest, takes a little bit away from his character. But not all is bad news. The second season shows some improvement in the art, but still not quite enough to bring life to these characters. Overall, it's readable. The reason why I'm recommending it is because, as I mentioned, the story is decent. So, if you think you can look past it, at least give it a chance and head over to Tapas for the official translation. Number 4 comes with The Archmage Returns After 4,000 Years. Lucas Straumann, one of the greatest archmages in history, who was cursed by a demigod to spend eternity losing his mind. But after 4,000 years, he suddenly awakens in the body of Frey Blake, the weakest, most talentless student at Westworld Academy. To his shock, the world of magic has barely progressed during his absence. Determined to uncover the truth and take revenge on the demigod, Lucas sets out to reclaim his power and rise once more. Now, this series isn't for everyone. Some readers may love the tropes and pacing, while others will find it frustrating. Personally, I like the setup and Lucas' overpowered return, especially his confident dominance at the academy. If an overpowering character is something you enjoy, then this might be the work for you. But the addition of a certain female character wasn't for me. I still enjoy the story, and I think the whole concept, execution and ending were great. It's just that I wish the female character wasn't portrayed like that. Either way, I still think this is an amazing work, so give it a chance and head over to Tapas for the official translation. In number 3 we have Terror Man. Terror Man follows Jung-Woo Min, a high schooler with a unique power, the ability to see paths leading to disaster, known as his Eyes of Misfortune. Using this, he disguises himself as a terrorist to prevent catastrophes before they happen. But the irony is that the more he saves people, the more society fears and misunderstands him. Alongside his ex-Russian mafia housekeeper and a genius inventor wanted by Interpol, Jung-Woo fights threats orchestrated by corrupt forces while struggling with the personal cost of his heroism. If I'm being completely honest, the prologue hooked me instantly, with a dramatic explosion and a masked figure taking control. The early chapters do move slowly, but the story gains momentum as Jung-Woo evolves from a shy, bullied kid into a strong, capable hero. By chapters 70 to 100, the manhwa hits its stride, mixing intense action, emotional depth, conspiracy, and even high-stakes thrills. It's for sure a slow burn, But if you like a smart main character and a whole lot of action, then I'm positive you will enjoy this work. No official translation at the moment. Number 2 comes with Leviathan. What a classic. Leviathan is set in a world where a comet struck the Earth over a century ago, causing sea levels to rise and swallow continents. Humanity now survives on floating ships, while giant, deadly sea monsters lurk beneath the waves, preying on divers. Siblings Bota and Lita live aboard a scavenger vessel with their father, who tells them stories of legendary harpoonists who once protected humanity. After tragedy strikes, a skilled harpoonist named Kana takes them under her wing. Together, they face the terrifying creatures of the deep and the horrors that lurk both above and below the ocean's surface. This story is genuinely captivating. The characters feel real, with growth and experiences that shape them naturally. Female characters are well developed, and not just fan service. The art is stunning, with incredible detail in every panel. From the plot to the visuals, Leviathan is a thrilling, immersive experience. And I don't say this often, but I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Head over to Tumix for the official translation. And in number 1 we have Peerless Dad. Gajan is a humble and skilled martial artist who just wants to be a good father to his 3 children after the death of his wife. He's content taking easy jobs and handling small-time fights if it means returning home safely each night. But when a sinister cult begins kidnapping children from the city, Gajang must rise to the occasion, protecting not only his own family, but others as well, uncovering the full extent of his warrior potential along the way. This story starts slow but builds steadily, with each arc adding depth and making you care more and more about the characters. The art is almost flawless, and the facial expressions bring the action and emotions to life. If you enjoy martial arts or family-focused stories, this is definitely a must-read. It's original, well executed, and easily one of my favorite martial arts manhwa. Without much else to say, go over to Tapas for the official translation. Now guys, this was the top 10 completed manhwa. Did you find any manhwa that you haven't read yet? Did you like it? If this video helped you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.